What's that smell? Arthur Pike had been caretaker at the Bramble Court Apartments for 12 years. He knew every tenant, every dripping tap, every fuse box that needed a thump, and he knew when something wasn't right. On Monday morning he caught it, a faint sour tang in the corridor outside flat 8. Not gas, not damp, something else, something rotting. He checked the bins, checked the drains, nothing. By Wednesday the smell had thickened. Tenants began to complain. Mrs. Hollis from flat 3 said it made her eyes water. The young couple in 5 said it was like meat left out in the sun. Arthur nodded, promised to look into it, and made a note in his logbook. Flat 8, Mr. Denton. Quiet sort, kept odd hours. Neighbours had mentioned the sound of sawing late at night, thin, rhythmic, unsettling. Arthur had asked him to keep it to reasonable hours. He knocked. No answer. He knocked again. Still nothing. He stood there a moment, breathing through his sleeve, listening. No movement, no television, just the hum of the hallway lights. He told himself he'd give it another day. By Friday, the smell was unbearable. He fetched the spare key from the office, muttering about health hazards and infestations. If Denton was dead, someone had to find him. He unlocked the door and stepped inside. The wall by the entrance was a mess of wonky DIY shelving, a saw and a hammer the only things sitting on them. Arthur frowned. He could do with a spirit level, he thought. The air hit him like a wall, thick, sweet, rancid. He gagged, braced himself, and began to move through the flat. Kitchen first. He reached for the door handle and froze at a noise behind him. Denton stood in the doorway, coat still on, shopping bags at his feet, a hammer dangling loosely from his hand. For a moment, Arthur couldn't read his face. "Oh, Arthur," Denton said, exhaling. "Sorry, I saw the door open and thought you might be a burglar. I've been visiting my mum." He put the hammer back onto the half-completed shelf. "What's that smell?" he asked. Arthur swallowed. "I'm just looking into it now. Tenants complained." Denton nodded, embarrassed. "Oh, it might be the sink. It was playing up before I left." Arthur turned back to the kitchen. The sink was full of grey water. A lump of meat, old, swollen, foul, was wedged in the drain. He ran the tap, cleared the blockage, opened the windows. Within minutes, the smell began to fade. Denton hovered awkwardly. "Sorry, Arthur." Arthur forced a smile. "All sorted, no harm done." He locked up, returned the key, and wrote "Issue resolved" in his logbook. That evening, he poured himself a drink and sat in his own flat, pleased the matter hadn't required police involvement. He hated fuss, hated paperwork. He finished his drink, stood, and opened the door to the back room. Cold air rolled out, the steady hum of refrigeration. Inside, neat rows of white-sheeted shapes lay on metal racks, each tagged, each dated. Arthur smiled faintly. "Glad that's sorted," he said, and closed the door.